everyone, my name is Alpha. Welcome to plummysims and welcome to today's speed build. I hope you're doing well and having such an amazing day. So today we are building in the world of Brindleton Bay again, and today we're doing a kind of like a very simple house in this kind of like a dock area of Brindleton Bay, and I wanted to build something that's very simple but kind of like cozy looking for a sim, like probably like elder sim and also their pet, maybe just like a dog. And this sim has interest in gardening, and that's basically what I thought when I was building this. And that's also because we have this new cat, and it's not that new anymore because it's been like a couple weeks old since it release date. But actually I built this build like 2-3 days after the kids got released, so it's rather new for me by the time I built this, but it's not new anymore by the time you watch this video. But anyway, I just wanted to build something that's very simple and cozy and has this extension for the greenhouse part. And I have to say that I just wanted to make everything a bit more challenging, and that's why I set a budget for this house, and I'm pretty sure the budget for this house was like 45,000 simoleons, which I think it's rather, I mean, compared to my other builds, it's not that expensive. But if you actually see it from the perspective of budget friendly house in The Sims, it's rather up there, especially because this house has only 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, so it's not really big, but I did clutter everything, so that adds some cost to the budget, and that's why it costs you at least, I don't know, 40,000 or 39,000 simoleons. I'm not really sure, but it's around that price. And I have to say that I really like this build a lot, especially the kitchen and the dining mostly. And I have a ton of videos backlog on my like YouTube listing thing, and I'm not sure when I will post this because I haven't posted my Willow Creek Scheme C file by the time I record this voiceover, so I still have like at least 4 or 5 builds ready to post, and I'm not sure which one will go first. So if you notice that I did some voiceover that explaining about the save file that actually haven't gotten released yet by the time I did that voiceover, and it kind of confused you, I am so sorry. I just have like a ton of backlog videos waiting to be posted on my YouTube like page thing. But anyway, as I mentioned, this is going to be a 1 bedroom 1 bathroom house, and even though it's a like small house, it's rather spacious. I would say it's not very cramped in the size, especially compared to my, what is that build? Oh, the starter trailer that I actually posted like a couple days ago. Even though I built this build first, and then after I finished with this build, I finished the other build, and then I built the trailer house. I know it's a bit confusing, but I hope you get the idea that I basically just like, I have a ton of videos. But this house has one hallway that I decided just to turn it into an office space. It's not really like an office, it's basically just like a desk with a PC and that's it. But it's basically like a hallway, and I did playtest everything, works just fine, it doesn't have any issue, and that's basically because every single room in this build is rather, I don't know, big. I would say I thought it won't be that big, but after I finish with the whole build and kind of finish with the like furniture and stuff, they're quite big. I didn't really realize that, and I have to say that I went for this kind of like an oldie looking vintage, I don't know, basically like an old traditional house that's kind of, you can find it on older homes, like maybe your grandparents' home or your, I don't know, basically like a rather old house, not more like present days buildings, if that makes sense. And this is the kitchen and dining area, so it's kind of like a 1 room, but the kitchen part is actually not in the like greenhouse section, if that makes sense. And I decided to put another outdoor dining on the backyard, because maybe you need to have more dining space. I don't know, but yeah, I did put another one, and it should fit up to 6 sims maximum, even though I kind of imagine this to be a single sim plus their pet, maybe their, I don't know, dog. I have no clue about dog breeds, so it's basically just like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of like bigger dog, like I don't know, maybe like Siberian Husky. That's basically the only dog breed that I know besides Chihuahua and Pomeranians. So those are the dog breeds that I know, and also Golden Retriever. I mean, Golden Retrievers are so cute, but this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm afraid of dogs. So I have no clue about like dog breeds in general, but I'm thinking of they have a dog, maybe like a bigger dogs for their, I don't know, companion, and they basically just live here together. And that's basically what I thought when I was building this. And I only use a few packs though, so the packs that I use are cats and dogs. Let me think. I don't know, cats and dogs, seasons, and basement kit, greenhouse kit, and maybe those are all. I'm not sure. I might miss 1 or 2 more packs that I use on this build, but you can see the detail of everything, like the lot size, the lot I'm building this build, and also the packs that I use on the description box below, because I always list everything. And as for the back and the side goes, this is a 20 by 20 lot, I'm pretty sure, so it's very squared, it's not like rectangular, and I feel like it's nicer if we just like move the house on one side and has this kind of like a side entrance to the back and has more like gardening space, because I thought that the Sims are into gardening and maybe they just have this passion about floral arranging skill. And I did put a bonsai tree and also the floral arranging table, even though I'm not really sure how those work, because I've tried like playing with the bonsai tree and also the floral arranging table, but I still have no clue how it works. I mean, yes, they will level up your like gardening skill and maybe handiness skill, I'm not sure, but I mean, they're pretty, but that's all. But I think just for the sake of like gameplay purposes and also storyline purposes, I decided just to put those things. And as I mentioned a bunch of times that I wanted to make this house look like it's kind of appropriate for older Sims, and I decided just to put a car that looks like it's been there since the, I don't know, 80s, 70s, and I decided to went for this kind of like this car, I'm not sure what to call this, but it's a very small car and has this kind of like old looking vibe, and it reminds me a lot of the car that was in Mr. Bean, the film or the series that was played by Rowan Atkinson. I loved that so much, that car that Mr. Bean's used, but not on the like bright green color. So that's basically what I thought, and we're basically coming to an end. We just have to finishing up the build with some landscaping and terrain paints, and yeah, we'll be heading on to the screenshots. So if you'd like to download this build, this is already available on the gallery. My ID is elfathiera, or you can find it under the hashtag plummysims. You can also click the download link on the description box below that will bring you to my Ko-fi blog post. It'll have 2 different links. The first one is the gallery download link and the other one is the trade files link from Simfashare. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope you find this video inspiring and also the build useful to your game, and if you do, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also make sure to be subscribed to the channel if you haven't already, and if you'd like to, you can also ring the bell so you'll be notified every single time I have a new video posted. I am going to go now. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me today and always supporting me. I hope you have the very best day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!